check us out on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe. And most importantly, man, anybody that you know that's into fantasy football, trying to learn about fantasy football, think they might want to try fantasy football, send them our way, man. We hope to keep you people entertained, laughing, and also educated at the same time as you go to try to win some fantasy football championships. So please like, subscribe, and tell the folks about us, man. We appreciate that in advance.
I'm a flying skirt. It went legit. Yeah.
It's a guru, baby.
Win that thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's how you do when you Mr. Perfect, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, get the shirt. Get the shirt. I go fantasy on them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? I need a crown. Yeah.
Just wanna f just like me. Fitted cap rockin' so low I can't see. 4X heavy hustle, black tall
That's
tee.
what happened when I put the shades on, cuz. Win that thing. Hey.
Right. What up, what is up, folks? Man, episode 22, round 2 of overtime, man. It is the Backyard Ballers Fantasy Football Podcast, man. And we just finished one of the most intense round ones in NFL playoff history, man. But let me go ahead and officially check in first, man. Co-kicking it live, like I'm on Live 95. It is your boy, Dimitri. And on the other side of that camera, in pure glamour mode, who we got over there, man?
Guru, baby.
Man, you know, hold on. You see who it is? Your boy Web 100. Everybody say it with me. The Fantasy Guru.
Hey, instead of Christmas coming early, man, Christmas came late. I'm glad you got your Christmas present, man.
Shout out my girl Cheryl. You know what I'm talking about? She the only one coming up with creative stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Recognizing my guruism. Yeah.
Speaking of creativity, man, Guru, it was an intense week of the first round of the NFL playoffs, man. Everybody clinched up, man, because everybody's bracket was in extreme jeopardy, man. Guru, we're going to break it down, man. We're going to start with the NFC first and then move over to that AFC, since the NFC played first. But I tell you what, man, look, tell me if you wasn't nervous about the way things was going down with that Rams-Panthers game.
Rams and Panthers got a little gritty, like my boy Jimmy used to say, man. Yeah, the Panthers out there scratching for their life, boy.
I was nervous, man. Like, at first I thought the Rams had it under total control. Man, then the Panthers clawed back. I mean, what could you say, man? Your boy, I told people time and time before, and you may be able to go to some of our old podcasts, but I was telling you that your boy Bryce Young, only dude in Alabama history I've seen do so much with very little. The time he was there, the time he won the Heisman, it was pretty much him and Jahmyr Gibbs. They was pretty much the main eaters over there, man. But hey, Bryce Young started doing that Bryce Young stuff. The Panthers defense started hitting. Hey, and the Rams looked a little bit intimidated, man. It seemed like when Puka dropped that obvious easy touchdown, man, things changed for the Rams. The Rams were in trouble at that point. They didn't want to. They couldn't do anything right, man. Puka looked discouraged on the side. I really thought, and Guru, I'm not sure if you did or not, man, but in my playoff bracket, man, I picked the Rams to go all the way, and it was looking like it was not gonna happen, man. Yeah. Was you shaky or what?
When they jumped out right quick, I'm like, oh, they got this. Then they let the gas off. I was like, come on now. But you know, they beat them last time, so it's like, yeah.
Hey, well, people forget that the Panthers beat the Rams at home. I gave credit to the rain, and then a ton of injuries, and I was like, man, it's gonna be really hard for the Panthers to play these dudes just as hard 2 times in a row. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, I was clinched up all the way to that last drive where your boy Matthew Stafford threw a dime in the corner. Was that Parkinson he hit in the corner with that touchdown?
Nice Parkinson, what's that boy name? Parkinson, the tight end. You right?
Yeah, it was Parkinson.
The tight end.
Like, man, over the shoulder catch, which ended up being a marquee symbol in a lot of the NFC games. Throw from the left side to the right side, catching it, turn, end zone, touchdown, and that broke.
Hit that ball with that back shoulder.
Of the Carolina Panthers. Well, it wasn't really back shoulder. It was kind of like he twisted a certain way. He dropped it in, and he kind of turned. I guess it was back shoulder. He kind of turned and caught it, and turned and stuck it in the end zone. It was a nice. Means. Well, back shoulder is just when you kind of throw it to the backside, because most time people are catching the ball in front of them, but when they throw a back shoulder, they're catching it back here, so they'll force you to over pursue, so you'll play them high, and the ball will just come back from the spot that they vacated. So So, a lot of times DBs will trail. And if you ain't trailing and get over the top, they just hit you with that back shoulder, man. But, hey, clutched up. Man, the Rams win 34-31 over the Carolina Panthers. 8-9 didn't look that bad in the playoffs. I was surprised, man. Hey, so based on the outcome of this, like we know the Rams are advancing. Are you optimistic with how good the Panthers might be next year? Or you think this is just a fluke?
Man, being that them my little brothers over there, ain't nobody studying them Panthers, man. We swept them boys, man. They gonna always be our little brothers, man. Get out of here.
You know what? Hey, shout out to the Saints though, man, for actually sweeping them dudes. I didn't think we could. We did. Which with us sweeping them, I didn't think that they were going to play that well. I was looking at old ESPN stats, and the Rams had dominated the probability of winning that game the whole time. But once we got to that third quarter, man, it got a little shaky, boy. The gauge started going a little bit blue, and right up until the tail end, it seemed like they had it, but they could not hold it. Hey, cue the little fisher, man. The little almost had it.
Yeah, you almost had it.
I got nervous because that would have busted my bracket open completely, and probably a few other people, man, because I had the Rams going really far, and it seemed like it's in jeopardy, man. So based on this right now, before we move on to the next team, do you have any confidence in the Rams' ability to move forward? Because you picked them for the Super Bowl as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I think they're gonna get it on down there, man. Who they got next? Seattle.
I think they do. No. They don't have Seattle. The 49ers.
They got Seattle.
But
no, the 49ers got
we'll talk about them.
The 49ers got
Seattle.
No. Who the other team over there?
I know somebody going to the game. It's 49ers Seattle.
Is it? I know some 49ers fans. They were like, they don't want to play Seattle. They want to play who was the other damn team?
Chicago.
Out the NFC. Chicago.
Chicago.
You probably don't want neither one of them.
I mean, but yeah, it was interesting, man, because so that right there was a 3-point game. Then move over to Chicago, man, with the Bears and the Packers. And at one point in halftime, because I picked the Bears to at least advance, man, it was looking shaky, boy. Them Packers had them boys down by at least, 14? It was, 21-3. 21-3 at halftime. Looking ugly, my friend. Didn't really get no better through the third quarter because it ended up being 21-6? Yeah, 21-6.
Yeah.
Man, 25 points in the fourth quarter by the Chicago Bears. That game was crazy. Bears come back to win 31-27. I had high hopes for the Bears. I didn't pick them to win or to win the whole thing, but I figured they could at least win that game at home. Momentum on their side, division champs. I didn't think that Green Bay was going to be tough enough, man. I know they were injured. They had a lot of struggles. Did you expect Green Bay to come in here and ball like that?
Nah, I think they took everybody surprised when they came out there, jumped on them boys like that. But Ron had texted me like, it's over. I'm like, nah. That ain't enough. They're going to need some more because that boy Caleb, he be out there just winging it, man. And before you know it, he done came back on it.
He did. He really did. I thought this is when I thought it was over. When your boy Matthew Golden caught that little short catch and hit them boys with the shake and bake, that little like that and wiggled out on them boys. I was like, man, it's going to be hard to come back from this. It's going to be hard to come back from this. This might be trouble, man. And it got, because I think that happened. That happened, and it made the game 27-16. And then the Bears scored 2 unanswered touchdowns to take that lead. But when Matthew Golden scored, I thought them boys had that in a wrap. Because that was, it was 6 minutes left in the game when Matthew Golden scored that touchdown. That's crazy. 6 minutes left in the game, down 27-16. Coming back to win that, man. The Cardiac Bears are, I think they're going to be okay in the playoffs, man. I think they're going to be okay. I always want to call your boy Kevin Johnson, their head coach. Is that his name?
Nah, that boy name Brad Johnson. Not
Kevin
Brad.
something.
What is that boy name? He come from Detroit.
I think it's Kevin Johnson. Yeah. I think it's Kevin Johnson. Don't make me lie. But anyways, I really got a lot of respect for that coach and how he called that game. So shout out to the Bears. Shout out to my boy Marcus Thurman, because I know he's feeling himself right now, because them Bears are on to the next round, man. And we'll skip around a little bit, Guru. Move into a very, very interesting game and a close one, man. We talking Eagles, 49ers. 49ers on the road, man. Hopping in there like a broke leg dog. Backups, practice squad dudes coming in there to play those Eagles. And the Eagles have been looking a bit dicey, man. But solid football game, but the Eagles could not hold on at home as they lose 23-19. The 49ers advance. Guru, the 49ers are making me eat my words, because I did pick the Eagles to win this game. This was like a big upset for me, because I thought the Eagles could at least advance. And it don't matter. You said it before, man. the 49ers just keep coming, man. They just keep
Yeah.
coming.
The more players get hurt, the luckier they get.
It seemed that way, man. In solid days. I mean, Brock Purdy went out there and did his thing. They lost George Kittle. I thought it was going to be it once he went out the game. George Kittle.
Once that happened, I say they finna win.
Yeah. Oh, did you? Oh, that's
yeah.
like torn Achilles out. Well, I guess he'll be out for a year trying to heal that and get that together. And then when you look at the scoring drives, man, it was like they came out right at the gate, man. Touchdown 49ers. Then the Eagles scored 2 back-to-back. Then the 49ers got a field goal. The Eagles got a field goal. And then it was touchdown 49ers, a 29-yard pass to Christian McCaffrey from your boy, Mr. Haterific Jawan Jennings. Dude, that dude, he may be a horrible person, but that dude can play some football, man. They said the wind was blowing crazy in that game. And he threw that pass up once again. Inside shoulder to outside shoulder. Christian McCaffrey catches it, stumbles into the end zone to give the 49ers a 17-16 lead. The Eagles kick a field goal to go about 2. The 49ers drive down there. Brock Purdy to Christian McCaffrey with 5 minutes left to end the scoring at 23-19. I don't know what to say, man. I know a lot of people are down bad on my boy AJ Brown, man. He had a couple of drops. Him and the coach almost got into a little bit of a tussling match.
He had one catch. They went to him like 5 times.
They did try to put the ball in his hands. I was a bit surprised. I know they said the wind was blowing pretty hard out there. He finished with 3 catches for 25. He had 7 targets, so he dropped a little bit over half of the passes. That last one though was the backbreaker because it seemed like it was the best pass. It wasn't contested, and it seemed like it just kind of had his hands up and it hit him like more on the wrist. I was assuming, giving him credit for being a professional. Maybe the wind was blowing from left to right and pushed the ball back the other direction, but he totally targeted that. I'm not making that up as an excuse because I feel like as an NFL player, those are ones that you should catch, but sometimes you just ain't got no explanation, man. I got to give him his props though, man. I'd have been a little bit heated. I'd have been a little bit frustrated. It'd have been hard for me to hold my composure with the coach in my face like that. Guru, do you think you could have held it down and not put hands on the coach with him getting in your face like that after making a mistake in the game like that?
Well, yeah, I mean, you'll have to hold it down, but I would have called him a punk ass, something. I would have barked back for sure.
Yeah, like
hands on, they're gonna get the hefty fine.
I told somebody, I said, man, I be tripping out how like average built people will go jump in the face of like the top physically fit 1%, and AJ Brown is probably that, man. I'm pretty sure like that dude hears a lot of stuff, and I don't agree with everything that he does. And he really sunk like 2 or 3 of my fantasy teams this year trying to rely on him. But I've seen a ton of situations where he's been running down the field, including that same game where Jalen Hurts funneled the ball into a spot and AJ Brown was wide open downfield. So
you trying to cake for him?
Frustration. No, I'm not trying to cake for that man, but I just I try to defend him because he do be open, but then at the same time when it's your time to shine, you got to catch the football, man. So
yeah, and that's what it is. Like he did all that crying about the game plan, about the ball, and they go to you when you're supposed to go to your big dogs, and the big dog's supposed to show up.
That's what
he ain't show up.
Like, I be hoping for him because some people be hating on him real bad, and I be wanting to see people like that win. Like, you know what, man, fight through this, overcome it. He did it last year in the Super Bowl, same situation. So I'm not sure what that's gonna look like. Everybody else gonna say, they say like he need to be gone. I'm not sure what they gonna do. But
then guess what? What's coming down the hotline though?
What's that?
AJ Brown to the Saints.
Hey,
I was going to ask you, would you take him in New Orleans though?
I would.
Yes or no?
That's the kind of team you need to be on. Somebody that ain't got a whole bunch where they can lean on him all day and he can get going. You use him up, and he can take them licks. So he ain't gonna be like Olave, where you go through traffic, get banged up, you got a concussion, all that. He can take all that. Yeah, go get him, Loomis. Cut some of the bumper.
He come out, he's gumbo, shrimp etouffee, and all the footballs he want to, man. Get it over here, man. We'll take him.
But our receiver room too stacked though. We got a bunch of receivers, man.
I'm finna move somebody out the way for AJ.
Yeah, I would. I definitely would.
Absolutely. I'm finna move somewhere out the way for AJ Brown. You can believe that. But Guru, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take us a quick commercial break, and we're gonna move on to the AFC and talk about what went down over there. Just as interesting to the very end. But stay tuned. This is the Backyard Ballers Fantasy Football Podcast with your boy Dimitri.
And your boy Web 100. The Fantasy Guru. Yeah.
Be back in a minute. All right, folks, we are back. And a minute ago, we were talking a little bit about the crazy stuff that went on in the NFC games, and we about to move on to the AFC, man. The AFC started off strong, Guru. When I say strong, I'm talking about that Jacksonville Buffalo Bills game in Jacksonville. Jacksonville, first time they've been good in a minute, since the age of Leonard Fournette and with your boy Duval down there now. I had high hopes for these dudes, man. Pick these dudes to make it all the way to the Super Bowl, and it was an exciting game, a real exciting game. But a controversial play at the end put the Bills over the top. The Bills escaped 27-24 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. One of the biggest seeds in the AFC is out of there. Guru, this was hard overall in the playoff bracket period, because you had 5, 6, and 7 seed teams that were like 11 wins, 12 wins. Like, you had some stout records on that end, all because certain divisions just didn't have enough firepower. And Jacksonville was 13-4. They had beat the 49ers on the road. I had a good feeling that they could go out there and knock off the Buffalo Bills. Put your boy Josh Allen in the tent 3 times. So they was on his helmet. But then they got a little bit stagnant in the middle of the game. Started doing some different stuff here and there. They got real goofy. It seemed like they got into a little bit of a throwing match. Shout out to Brett Bowers, man. One of my friends that is a legitimate Jacksonville fan. He's from Jacksonville, from the area. Man, he was pretty upset about it, man, the way it all went down. At the very end, the controversial call, or the controversial play was Josh Allen scrambling. Guru, the offensive lineman, came and grabbed him once he got stuck and just picked him up and drug him about 12, 13 yards and just threw him in the end zone. And I always understood that you could not you couldn't carry a player. I mean, I've heard them say that in the rules before, and they've been a lot more lenient with it. It wasn't a tush push. It was like the ass pass. It was something like that. He kind of threw him in there. It wasn't a tush push. I mean, and that's the thing that I didn't like about it, man. I'm happy for Josh Allen getting that win. First Buffalo Bills playoff win on the road since 1992. Man, and they done had some heartbreakers. Don't forget about that Music City Miracle. Big heartbreaker, man. But my boy Parker Washington, who I told you about before, was in there lighting it up, man. 7 catches, 1 touchdown, 107 yards for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Travis Etienne had a decent balance to his attack. Man, the Jaguars were looking good, but the defense...
Your boy Brian Thomas showed up, finally. Ain't heard that name all year.
Well, he been fighting injuries, man. The Bills look good. He started off the scoring for the Jags. The Bills look decent. Josh Allen went in there and ran one, kicked the field goal. Then my boy Parker Washington started showing up. Then Travis Etienne got him a touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with a 15-yard touchdown for the Bills. And then Josh Allen. Now, it was, I said that they threw him into the end zone. The dude threw him to the 1. But it was, after that, Josh Allen just kind of dove in there, man. But it was a real controversial play. So Josh Allen over the hump. And he's in there, man. And he ain't got a lot to worry about on the AFC side like he has in the past. No Pat Mahomes. No Joe Burrow. So all the obstacles, that are usually in his way are out the way, man. Do you see the Bills moving on and playing strong for the rest of the playoffs?
I think they're gonna play strong, but I don't have no faith in Josh Allen. As good as he is.
Yeah.
It's like them big moments, man. It's kind of like he'll give it his all, and then before you know it, we got hit and fumbled, or threw a pick, or the defense let him down. But that all fall on the QB. If you gonna get the glory, you got to get the blame, man. Go get a win.
That's true, and he did fumble in this game too. So he made his fair share of mistakes, man. Hey, shout out to the boy Tre'Davious White though for playing blanket coverage out there, including the pass that got broke up. So Trevor Lawrence and the Jags get the ball back, and they start their drive.
Terrible play
First
call.
pass out the gate, man. Bat down or bat up by Tre'Davious White. Ball goes in the air. Interception. Buffalo Bills ball. Game over. Hopes and dreams of Jacksonville killed on that play, man. But shout out to the boys at Jacksonville. You had a heck of a season. Hate to see it end like that, but that's just how it happens. Guru. Moving on to the LA Chargers versus the New England Patriots. That's a name we ain't said in the playoffs in a minute. Them Patriots is back. And it was a close game for a lot of the game. A lot of back and forth here and there. The Chargers, I don't know, man. I saw your boy Keenan Allen being open for a touchdown and kind of alligator arming that thing. I thought he could have reached up and caught it because that dude has a crazy catch range. So they missed a ton of opportunities, man. But by the time that the Patriots kind of broke it open, they just couldn't get into it more, man. It was back and forth, field goal. And the Patriots finally got a touchdown at the end, which I believe was a defensive touchdown. So, not the spectacular stuff that we were used to. Even Drake May kind of played okay, man. He threw for 268. 17 for 29. He had 1 touchdown, 1 pick. So they did throw a passing touchdown, and I wasn't 100% sure who got that thing. Hunter Henry. He threw a 28-yard
Hunter
touchdown
Henry.
pass to Hunter Henry, who I believe was like pretty wide open, and the Chargers just couldn't withstand and withhold. Man, they couldn't hold the ball. They couldn't keep possession going. Justin Herbert, 159 yards passing. Lad McConkey with his 32 yards. Never again. Never on my fantasy team, Guru. Never again. So the Patriots knocked these boys off 16-3. But it was still a close game. Like the gap didn't really get there. I mean, before the touchdown, the score was 9-3. So you know it was
Yeah.
a defensive battle. Yeah, the Chargers defense didn't play that bad. It's just the offense didn't give them enough to keep them going, man. So I'm not sure what the Chargers are going to look like next year. They need to get some help out there. They got weapons, but it seems like my boy just can't stay alive and keep himself off the ground, man. But the Patriots did muscle through. I expected them to score more points because I've seen Drake May play a lot better, but that could be in combination with the presence that the defense had on the field for the Chargers. They moving on. Wasn't a lot of bright, shining spots in this game, but I know them Patriot fans are finally happy to say that they got a dub under their arms, man. Was you pulling for the Patriots? Who you picked to win this game, Guru?
I picked the Patriots just because I don't like the Chargers, not because they cold. You seen that Texans defense, man? They gonna eat that alive, boy.
We gonna see,
Sheesh.
man. Like speaking of which, let's move right into it, Guru. Texans and the Steelers. That was a Monday night game, and this game kind of flowed in the same way too, man. I was hoping for my boy Mike Tomlin. Could he hold on? Could he make some things happen? And the Steelers was in the mix, man. It was a 7-6 game. They had your boy C.J. Stroud looking crazy, boy. What, 4 fumbles and probably the worst interception I've seen in the playoffs this year. Did you see that interception?
Yeah, they ain't have him looking crazy. He had himself looking crazy. The defense, I guess the coverage kind of messed him up. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
man, take off running. A lot of that stuff would have been avoided. Take off, get your little 2-3 yards, or dump it off or something. You out there patting the ball, overthinking it, and just doing too much.
Yeah, that last pick, that pick he threw was wild, man. But hey,
Doing too much.
if you thought C.J. Stroud was out there looking bad, man, you ever feel like my man Aaron Rodgers, man? Every time I see him play, he's getting balls batted down at the line of scrimmage. He's always mad. He's blaming people and griping like the whole time. That's been him the whole season, man.
Nah, I feel
whole
A-Rod, though. Them
Do you?
tackles was getting whooped all game. I'd have been mad, too. It's 2 people in the backfield every time we say hut. Man, I'm out there cussing them out. Man, is you crazy? I'm 42. I can't take them licks no more.
Man, Danielle Hunter was on his
They was
back.
going
Man.
crazy, man.
Every time he popped up, man, Danielle Hunter was right there. And that was one time that DK Metcalf was wide open. And all he needed was like another second to get the ball out there, man. He couldn't get it
That
off
line was
whatsoever,
getting
man.
whooped.
It was, man. But Guru, to really like, so it was like, what, 7-6 at halftime. No points in the third quarter. And then the fourth quarter came, man, and a bottom fell out of that thing, man. The Texans started off with a field goal. And then your boy Sheldon Rankins hit him with a fumble return for 33 yards. Woody Marks had a rush and got that in for 13 out. And then the nail in the coffin was an interception return 50 yards by the Texans defense. So while the Texans did score 30 points, 14 of that came from the defense. And the rest of it came from the field goal kicker. Well, Woody Marks had his. Let's give Woody Marks his props. So the defense and special teams were responsible for 23 of those
23 points.
30 points that they scored. Yeah, that says a lot, man. I thought the Texans defense looked rock solid. I felt like I need to see a little bit more out of C.J. Stroud if they're going to get to the next round, man. What you think?
Don't even put him on the field, man. Just let the defense play. Run the ball all game.
Remind you of,
let the defense play.
Was that kind of remind you a little bit of the 2000 Baltimore Ravens when my man Trent Dilfer back there? Like Trent was okay, but really the defense was running the show out there the whole time. We're going to see what them Texans going to do, man. They advance, and the Steelers go home. Guru, before we get out of here and move on to the next segment, man, shout out to my man Mike Tomlin, man. I'm not sure if anybody heard. I'm sure you have. But the longest tenured coach in the NFL decided to step down from the Steelers, man. Said he's taking a little bit of a break. Guru, I know folks be coming down bad on my boy Mike Tomlin, but based off what he dealt with, man, I want to get your take on it first. And I'll add on to it, man. So what do you think about the Steelers letting go of Mike Tomlin? Good decision, or should they reconsider that?
Well, first of all, they didn't let him go. He stepped down.
True.
I think he got tired of all that, man. You know, after a while, you be like, you know what, whatever, man. Hell, I'm going to take me a break. So now the way they did it, though, is kind of like how Sean Payton did is they got to trade. If somebody want to hire him, you got to give us some draft picks. So they ain't really lose. So it's like, yeah,
Okay.
I'd rather do it like that. They ain't disrespecting man like, are you fired, man? Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
figured they had
Yeah.
too much respect
Yeah.
for him like that. So yeah, it's
I feel like this was a little bit
try
more.
something else. Try something different. See what happens.
This was a little bit more respectful than what they did to John Harbaugh. I mean, he's had
Yeah.
the same circumstances. Been there a long time. Took them into some deep runs. Had some weird circumstances happen. Would have been in there again if Mark Andrews would have just caught that ball last year.
I feel
And
like
I
the Ravens
mean,
played themselves though.
they did. They
They
fumbled a
did.
lot this past year in like opportune times. They probably had the most opportune fumbles I've seen. But back on Mike Tomlin, what I was gonna say about Mike Tomlin is for him to go through what he went through and have winning seasons for his entire career. Now think about this. I want you to put this in perspective. Think about how good stuff was when it all started. Okay, Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown wild out. So the best rusher in the league and the best receiver in the league kind of go crazy. One holds out for more money and one just is acting a fool. So his team gets thrown in disarray because of that. Ben Roethlisberger retires, so he moves on. So you're trying to build a future. You draft a dude, it's not working. You bring in Dwayne Haskins, who didn't have a good time at the Commanders, went to camp with the Steelers, looked like things were gonna go well. Dwayne Haskins gets hit by a trash truck in Miami training, so you lose him. Okay. On top of that, you run through the middle of the end of the Brady era, the beginning of the Mahomes era. So you had a lot of regular season obstacles in front of you, in addition to the crazy stuff you have happen to you just from being a coach. Like, who expects a quarterback of the future to get hit by a car while he's
Yeah, that's
training
crazy.
and die? Like, who expects the league's best wide receiver to just wild out and start running around and tossing his clothes off when he get mad at his team? Like, who expects the best running back in the NFL to hold out for money? And realistically, that
He
holdout
played
right there
himself.
hurt both. It hurt Le'Veon Bell. It hurt the Steelers too because they really needed him. He had that unorthodox running style. I thought it was crazy, but it worked out well for them. And he was like a dual threat, crazy dual threat for them, Guru. So Mike Tomlin didn't have the best situation. He did the best he could with it, man. So do you think he's really gonna stay down, or you think he's gonna move around and go somewhere else?
I think he's gonna take a break. He's gonna do what Sean Payton did, take a break, probably do some TV and go on some vacations and sit back and kick it. You know what I'm saying? And might come back then, but he ain't gonna
Yeah.
go back to Pittsburgh.
The number you have dialed
Look at all these openings
has
that's
been
out there. It's gonna be
changed.
tempting. It's a
The
lot of
new
coach
I tell
number
you
openings
what.
out there.
Please note, the new
Yeah.
number is
And I want to get to that, but we're going to talk about that in a minute, man. But despite all my man went through, man, shout out to my boy Mike T. We're going to take us a commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about this coaching carousel. And then we getting right into the meat of things, baby. That's right. Round 2, pick 'em and selections. Stay tuned. It's about to go down. It's overtime, round 2. This is the Backyard Ballers Fantasy Football Podcast with your boy Dimitri.
And your boy, Webwood Hunter, the fantasy guru, baby. Yeah.
Telling you like that Christmas present without telling them that. Be back in a
You
moment.
heard?
Know this. Oh, I know this. All right, folks, we are back, man. And we know it's the end of the season, but your boy still got to get that plug in, man. Be sure to check us out on YouTube. If you've heard our voices for all these years, it's time for you to finally see our faces. So this is what we need you to do. Jump on YouTube, look up the Backyard Ballers Fantasy Football Podcast, or check out your boy Dimitri. Like and subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about it, man, especially as we go through these playoff pick'ems. Guru, let's talk about this coaching situation before we dive into the picks, man. Coaches getting fired all over the place, man. We got about 6 openings out there. I was trying to pick and choose where I felt like people were going to be. I feel like John Harbaugh might be in Miami because as soon as they found out he was fired, they fired Mike McDaniel too. And I like Mike McDaniel, man. So I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen in a lot of these places. Like, if you are a coach right now and you ain't got nothing to do, name the place that you want to be right now. Where do you want to be?
Most definitely Miami. What?
Miami?
Yeah.
Like
Just because of
you
the
don't feel like you don't feel like Baltimore is the best job right now?
Are we talking about the best job, like potential to win, or are we talking about like the best living experience?
Man, buddy, I'm talking about I'm talking about the sport, man.
Because you got to move.
You over here trying to kick it, man. Look, yeah, I'm saying like right now, based off who's on whose team. If you were open for a job, which team would you want to pick up right now, and you'd be like, man, I could work with this.
Oh, well, definitely the Ravens. You got a quarterback. Who else?
Yep. I'm not 100% that this might throw you for a loop. I'm not 100% against New York.
Cleveland, New
I'm
York.
not against Cleveland. Yeah, I'm not against either one of those. I take either of those jobs. And I say New York because you got a young Jackson Dart who's playing confidently. You get Malik I can't even say names. You get Malik Neighbors back early. Scatterboo, you got to wait on that. I'm looking straight from player personnel. I hadn't been knowledgeable enough to look at the layout of salary caps and all that stuff. Some people are well versed in it. I am not. So I feel like those two may be the best picks. I mean, location wise, Arizona ain't bad and Miami ain't bad. But I was talking simply off the strength of what you got.
What you got available to winning? Yeah. You come out the gate winning with the Ravens. You might come out the gate winning with the Giants. They got a lot of stuff, a lot of first round picks over there.
Oh, you know what? Hey, we forgot about one. Indianapolis. They looking for a coach too. It's not a bad place to be right now. I feel like
they
you
were
can
doing
pick
good.
that thing up, and make it happen. Yeah. You just got to get the quarterback situation taken.
They fired their coach.
They fired the coach. Oh, fired the
Tennessee
coach
fired their coach.
Yeah, Tennessee fired. I don't know if I want that job. That's a bad situation right there.
You got a quarterback.
You do. He is good, but I'm not dealing with that. I want to hit you with this curveball right here, man. Like, I was thinking about this. Like, if you can, with speaking coaching relationships, if my boy Robert Saleh could get another chance at coaching, keep in mind he did work with Mike McDaniel. Could you imagine Robert Saleh with a defense like Baltimore's or like Cleveland's, and Mike McDaniel coming in there to be his OC wherever he is? That could be a deadly combination if they could make that work.
That's probably was something like that. Probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind making that happen. You get your boy Brian Flores a head coaching job. I think he.
Oh yeah, he interviewing. Who he just interviewed with?
Yeah,
I think he just interviewed with the Ravens. That'd be tight right there.
Okay, I mean, I think he deserves. I mean, Mike Tomlin has gone on record saying that Brian Flores is the best coach in the NFL. He thought that highly of that dude. So
he might go to Pittsburgh.
Who they gonna pick? You think your boy Brian Daboll will get a job?
Yeah, he'll get a job. You know why he'll get a job.
The dude from the Giants? Oh.
Yeah, he'll get a job.
Don't do it, Captain, man. Hey, so look, this is what we got, man. Like, I've been holding off saying this right now, man. But we've been looking at our playoff brackets, man. Shout out to the Guru for getting a perfect first round.
Hold on. What you said? You was breaking up a little bit. What happened?
I said you went 6 for 6, man.
Yeah,
6 for 6 again. Yeah, I don't know, man. The Lord loves this dude, man. Like you better sleep with a Bible in your bed from this point on, man. But look, Guru with a perfect week. I think I went 4-2. I don't know if anybody hit any duds, man. I think people kind of stayed with the favorites. It was hard to really call upsets at this time because I felt like the Rams game was going to be kind of dicey. I knew the Bears game was going to be kind of dicey. I felt like the Jags game was going to be dicey. I really feel like all of them were going to be dicey. I had high hopes for the Steelers, but I think I knew what was going to happen right there, man. But it is a new week, and the number one seeds are in play. Guru, this is what we got on the schedule this week. Starting off Saturday, man, 3:30 in the afternoon. Buffalo back at it again, and they travel to Denver to play against the Broncos, man. That's going to be 12-5 versus 14-3. The nightcap for that day, 7 o'clock on Fox. It's going to be the 49ers versus the Seahawks. So that's going to be another interesting matchup. This will be the third time that they played this year, and I think the Seahawks have kind of had the 49ers number. We're going to see how that's all going to peel out. So Sunday, it's your boys, the Houston Texans versus the New England Patriots. That's going to be the game right there. That's going to be interesting, man. Like, it's going to be, so that game will be they're going to be in Foxborough because the Jags won that division. The Texans didn't win it. So they got to go up there to Foxborough, try to get it in. See if my boy CJ Stroud can go out there and outplay your boy Drake May. And the late game, the 5:30 game, which is going to be on NBC. It's going to be those Bears versus those Rams. I think it's going to be a really good game, Guru. The Rams got to travel to the cold once again. to see if they can be some mountain goats. You know, see if they can go in there in that cold and win. Guru, let's break it down. I know you got your picks right here. I'm not
going off
gonna.
the dome, baby.
I'm not gonna read. You going up? I'm gonna let you go off the dome. I'm gonna read your picks later to see if you renege a little bit or not, man. But let's go into the first game: Bills versus Broncos. Guru, who do you got in this matchup right here?
I'm going with that boy Sean Payton, man. The Broncos over the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen and all his playoff experience.
I mean, he does have playoff experience, but I think this is going to be a tough matchup for them. I think that defense for the Broncos is going to be a little bit too much. The crowd is going to be into it. Denver been waiting to be good for a long time. I think Denver going to go out there and give them everything they got. I'm picking the Broncos to win this game too, Guru. All right, moving on. 49ers versus Seahawks, man. Can the broke leg 49ers do it again and knock them Seahawks off? Guru, who you got this week?
I think the 49ers, they last off. It was good while it lasted, boys. Seattle.
Send them on their way. I also have the
defense
49ers losing this game. But, man, I'm starting to feel a little bit different about it, man. If these dudes...
well, it depends if somebody get hurt or not. If somebody get hurt, they might win.
Somebody get hurt, they're going to tap into their unlockable powers, man. This game is going to be closer than what most people think. If I had to bet a straight-up bet on this game, I would not bet on this game. It's going to be super close, man. Sunday, Texans versus Patriots. Guru, who do you got?
The Texans.
The Texans?
The Texans. I think they're going.
Just the Texans.
I think they're going to overwhelm that boy with that defense like they did Aaron Rodgers. Only thing about him though is he can move around though.
True. I mean,
he can get out the way of some of that stuff.
He's not. Yeah, you know, he's semi-athletic. We'll see.
Yeah.
If the Texans
he can get out the way.
Win that game.
Aaron Rodgers was feeding cement right there. He couldn't do that.
Yeah,
that boy there, he kind of young. He get on out of there.
I think the X factor in this game may be Stephon Diggs versus Derek Stingley. It's gonna be interesting to see how that works. If Derek Stingley can put that bottle on your boy Diggs, it's gonna be a long day for the Patriots. But I did pick the Patriots to win this game. Fingers crossed. Let's see what goes. All right, in the last game of the week, Guru, Rams versus Bears. Who you got in this matchup, man? Can Caleb Williams best the old vet in Matthew Stafford? Old versus new, youth versus wisdom. What you think gonna happen in this one?
The Rams. The Rams got a defense too. The people sleep on that Rams defense.
Yeah, they nice. Nice. Yeah, they nice. Is it enough though? That's gonna be the thing. Is it enough? The head coach does have some experience coaching against the Rams with his time being OC in Detroit. You know, I believe I picked the Rams to win this one. We both picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl. And as we get down to the bottom of this list, Guru, you were 4 for 4 on what you picked before. You stayed consistent. My picks for this week, Broncos. I had the Jags, but then I also have the Rams. And how does that work? Yeah, I had the Rams and the Bears. So my matchups were a little bit thrown off because one of my teams didn't make it. So yeah, that's gonna mess me up right there. I'm gonna get caught some points right there, Guru. That's gonna hurt my little heart. But I do have Seattle going home for what that's worth. I mean, so I didn't have the 49ers or Seattle in it. But I got a feeling, Guru, that when it all works out, you might have an edge over me. I think Ezra is my only hope right now. My son went out there and got him right. I think he only missed one, so he's feeling pretty good about it. No,
because you know why? Because nephew following Unc, man. Yeah,
he ain't following Unc. He said you funny, but you ain't that good. Remember that.
Come on, man.
Hey, shout out to everybody out there that's holding down the fort, man. I know your brackets may be a little wobbly, but hold it down. Don't give up yet, man. Some crazy things are bound to happen. What else would you expect? This is the NFL playoffs. Anything can happen. But signing off for the Backyard Ballers Fantasy Football Podcast, it is your boy Dimitri.
And your boy Web 100, the bracket guru.
Man, anyway. Good luck this week in round 2. Enjoy your time with your family and friends. Watch your little football, and we'll see you back here next week. Yeah.